First of all, that tapping you're hearing is rain dropping on my car. So I apologize if you can't hear me, at least not clearly. Hopefully you can. Anyway, I needed to talk about this. The Republican Party sucks at damage control. Yesterday we got the revelation that all the evidence against Hunter Biden and by extension Joe Biden that they're trying to use to somehow discredit him and get him out of the White House, get Joe Biden out of the White House, and try to reinstall Donald Trump without an election, was all in the making of Russian intelligence officers, especially that one witness, Smirnov. I have to laugh at that because it's the vodka. Smirnov, that fed them false information that the Republican Party, with or without their knowledge, knew was fake. And now, but first off, I want to play you clips of the Republican Party, including James Comer, the head of the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, and Jim, that's J-Y-M, Jordan, of the House Judiciary Committee, and of course the whore, Mary Jean Taylor Greene, all of them saying that this is it. This is the evidence. We got him. We're going to get him out of office. We got him. Take a look at this clip, this mashup clip, thanks to CNN.
House Oversight Chairman James Comer says he and his colleagues plan to drop a bombshell.
It's going to be Judgment Day tomorrow for the White House.
You have the confidential FBI informant who's basically saying that Joe Biden took $5 million from Burisma.
The informant was a highly valued human source for the FBI.
A trusted, highly credible informant.
A trusted, confidential informant.
They had a credible source, one of their good sources.
Their most credible paid FBI informant.
We have determined that whistleblower is extremely credible.
The details come from an FBI informant who is very trusted.
A highly reliable informant that has always checked out all the information he's ever given us is checked out.
A confidential human source that had been reliable previously to the FBI. A confidential human source gave credible information. This FD 1023 is damning. I do a podcast 3 days a week, Verdict with Ted Cruz. The podcast has gone into the details.
This is a very crucial piece of our investigation.
And now we all know that all of this bullshit, all of it is a lie, that you knew that was a lie, and even if you didn't know, you're a bunch of idiots, and now they're trying to do damage control. Here's James Comer trying to say the information he got, the information that this information artist gave them, it doesn't matter. Don't matter at all. It don't matter. Take a look at this.
To the FBI informant that Christopher Wray told Jamie Raskin, me, Charles Grassley, Jim Jordan, was one of their most trusted, highest paid informants with the Bureau for over a decade. At the end of the day, he wasn't an important part of this investigation because I didn't even know who he was. All I knew was there was a 1023 that alleged bribery. My investigation's about all the money the Bidens have taken from China, from Romania, from Kazakhstan,
for nothing in return. For nothing.
This guy has absolutely nothing to do with it. Crazy. We got a tip. We invested.
If I'm James Comer, after that, I am planning to flee as fast as I possibly can from the House of Representatives. Hell, I am planning to flee away from the United States because sooner or later, and I'm hoping it's sooner, if I'm Hunter Biden and his attorneys, if I'm Joe Biden and his attorneys, I'm going to tell them one thing and one thing only that they need to do, that we all need to do, is to start thinking about defamation lawsuits. You dragged this guy, and you dragged Hunter Biden and his father through the mud for 4 years. And even if you were to find something now, it's tainted. You taint your whole case by betting on a Russian disinformation artist. But then again, that's what the Maga does. They take the word of Russians over the word of Americans. That's what they do. That's what they always do. But it's cool. You've shown your true colors, Comer, Jordan, especially you, the whore, Mary Jean Taylor Greene. You see, here's the real problem with all of this. You could have just shut your mouth, grit your teeth, and walked away when you had nothing, when you found no evidence of foul play or money being given to the Biden family from that place or the other. But instead, you took the word of a Russian disinformation artist who is now on the run from the U.S. Department of Justice after finding out that all of the stuff you kept saying was going to hang Biden was bullshit. Start writing up your resignation letters and start hiring yourselves attorneys. Do yourself a favor. Don't hire Alina Habba, because if you've been paying attention, and I know that you're not, this bitch is not a good lawyer. She cost Donald Trump over almost $600 million. Probably more to come. So, stop crying about, we didn't know about this, and start thinking about your next job. I hear Hooters is hiring. Maybe you could use Nick Adams as your reference, since he seems to love Hooters. Maybe McDonald's is hiring, but then again, you probably never cooked a meal in your miserable lives. But that's what you are, Republicans. You're going to be out of a job, and I'm going to use every single bit of power in my power here on Twitter, on Facebook, all of it, to see to it that you lose every one of your jobs, since you're too stupid to understand the fact that you are played by a government and a man who would love to see American democracy destroyed. And worse, you got played by Donald Trump. I completely forgot about Trump too. I'm going to say this about Trump and close this out. Trump is complicit in this too. He pushed that narrative for years against Biden, and now it's bit him in the ass. So you're not going to be alone. Live by the Trump, die by the Trump. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.